Good, everybody. What's good, everybody? So this video is going to be about the third part of spiritual transformation. This is the part about separation. So as like a quick like refresher, the previous two, the first one being calcination and the second being desolation. Those are the two beginning stages uh, of the transformation, which I touched like a while back. And the first being calcination. Calcination pretty much was dealing with us like destroying the ego, like setting ablaze to all the material like things in which the ego like pretty much tell us that we need. This is where like this aspect of life is why a lot of us are afraid of death. And this is like really key in like getting over that fear, like the first stage. So if you haven't watched any of these videos, I would recommend you go back and like watch them first before this one. The second one being uh desolation. Now desolation deals with like our hidden emotions and like pretty much how do we like overcome those blockages and like really express ourselves, our true selves. And pretty much when you come over like get over this hill in your life of desolation, you begin to express yourself more freely. You begin to not really care about what everybody like truly think about you and your expression and your outlook on life. So now that we got that out the way, we're actually going to go into the actual third step. The third step is I got the book and notes. It's separation. Separation pretty much is where the alchemists like bring all the things together. Like pretty much all the things that you've burned through calcination, all the things that you've released, all the waters that flowed through the second stage of desolation. This is where you take all the parts and which is like pretty much left over, what you deem to be like worthy of keeping, like to help restore and rebuild your personalities. It in the book it states that I'm trying to get y'all a good part. So pretty much separation retrieves the frozen energy released from the breaking down of habits and crystallized thoughts, assumptions, beliefs, and prejudice, and hardened feelings, emotional blockages, neurosis, and phobias. So pretty much it actually like take from those first two stages, and as I stated, it takes the leftovers that it deemed that is like necessary for it to take back in and to help rebuild where like you pretty much left off, like from these two like steps. It also goes on to say, oh my bad, I got a message. It also goes on to say that alchemical separation is the isolation of the components of desolation by filtering and settling in the discarding of ungenuine and unworthy material. This is the rediscovery of our essence and the reclaiming of dreams and visionary gold, previously rejected by the masculine and rational parts of our mind. So pretty much, as we go through these transformations in these stages of our life, because whether or not you do it like manually, it's going to naturally occur. It's up to you to understand and know when like these stages in your life are occurring. Like this is where we have to use discernment in our spiritual works, in our spiritual journey, because like a lot of times a lot of us are going through these stages unbeknown to us. And it's like a lot of times we just turn away from it. We don't know what's going on. We don't know how to like maneuver through it. So we usually like dismiss it and just like pretty much it's like a self judgment of like us going crazy, like saying, "Dang, yo, I think I'm going crazy or something," and like just playing it off and like going to the next. So we gotta really be like vigilant in our own lives when it comes to our transformation. Uh, and it also goes to say that separation is letting go of the self-inflicted restraints of our true nature and save the hidden essence, which becomes the subject of the following operations. So going back to the first stages of calcination and desolation, those are the most important because like a lot of us like going to the first stage of calcination. This is where this is like actually the stage after like your dark night of the soul. This is where the body, I mean not the body, but the soul starts to become aware of things. It starts to like pretty much see the illusion. It starts to like try to separate because like I said back in like one of my old videos, I can't even tell you which one it is. I don't even remember, but I stated that the unholy like marriage is where the soul marries the ego. In this stage of calcination is where like the soul realized that the ego is not the perfect match to it. It realized that this is all an illusion. This is where you start to separate, and then you go into like the stage of like you burning all these things, like you destroy all the stuff that the ego set like as boundaries to protect itself. And then again you go through the desolation where the waters start to flow and start to pull up all the emotions and all of the traumas and pains that you had previously or in your early stages of life, and it starts to bring them to the surface and it starts to like wash them away. A lot of people don't understand like in that stage, like when you start to meditate and you're starting to work on like that desolation. You start to work on the desolation. You start to like understand when you meditate like why the tears start to flow. Like that's the mind, like the trapped mind, the trapped feelings that's been crystallized, and you start to break it open and like start to dissolve it by the spiritual waters in your being. And like that's just symbolizing pretty much like you releasing those emotions. So I probably go a little more deep into it, a little more deep into like why people like tears start to flow when they start to meditate or as they like progress in their meditation. And yeah, yeah. So pretty much that's it. That's pretty much it. Like separation is the gathering of the wasted material, or not even the wasted materials, the materials that has been like destroyed through the calcination and all the energies and stuff that was like reformed through the flames, like all the things that are left over from calcination and desolation, and it's gathering all these things to like pretty much place them back into you because it's been purified. This is where like you start to utilize your actual mind, your actual like thoughts like start to become like more separate from like the egotistical thoughts. And like that's it. Like I hope y'all learned something from this. Like yo, it's a lot of like material. I'll probably be back with step 4 or stage 4 on the transformation, which is the conjunction, which is very, very interesting. I'll probably be back with another video. I'm actually deciding on if I want to like upload this video on YouTube or the other platform because I'm actually in between. If I can't like if I can't like figure out the new platform, which is what is it called? It's called Odyssey. The platform is called Odyssey. So if I can't really upload it on Odyssey, or I can't really figure out Odyssey, yo, and it takes too long, then I'll probably upload this video probably this weekend. Uh, so like it's not me like holding on or not doing these videos. It's actually me trying to figure out the new platform, because like again, I want to reach as many people as possible. I feel YouTube is not really putting out my videos like it should be. And yeah, I mean, I'm not mad about it, but I just want people to understand. I want people to know there's a lot of people that's going through their spiritual journey, and I believe that this material right here is like not, it's not really the keys to your like all your like answers, all the locked doors and like in your mind, the recesses of your mind and stuff like that. But I mean, it's like it's like a foundation though. So I'm gonna continue to work on Odyssey, and once I get that going, I'm gonna let everybody know the name and like how to follow me and all that good stuff. But until the next video, family, y'all be safe out there. Peace.